Last episode, things got really weird towards the end when we got to the woods. We saw these things, they almost got Gretchen. Duke ended up getting killed. I'm really interested to see where this goes story-wise. Let's go ahead and continue. How you doing, Skinner? Continue. Yes, a recap, please. The funeral of Pearl Lance Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I was playing some of that earlier, too. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Fortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. What do you say? Want to tag along? Oh, yeah, Stella. and her doggy. Hold on. Look, and her doggy, look. Gretchen, the doggy. Yeah, and Duke. You eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the burrow out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. You die for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away. Turn that down just a little bit. Attempting to snatch her away from that thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Chris, my hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Oh wait, I forgot to turn on my... 1 second. Just edit this part out. The fuck is that? Son, you should have been watching earlier. Or yesterday. But there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun and suddenly it is gone. Oh my god, what do we do? Alright, the cops didn't really care all that much about it. So they keep an eye on him for us, make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. There's fucking Duke. Oh wait, that's Wayne, never mind. Welcome home. Oh god, the baddie. Oh, I forgot about the baddie. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. From the relative safety of her cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seemed like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, and you're still alive. For now, you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there. Right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. Thank you, son. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Note you can refresh yourself on the events of the previous day by using the journal icon in the quick menu. Oh, nice, okay. Took some boiled peanuts from a stranger, went crypting hunted with Stella, witnessed Duke die in the woods and called the police, met Stella's friend Kanika and her mother, Sybil, and learned about ditchlings, returned to my cousin's estate before going to bed, okay. Put my clothes in the dresser. You never wound up putting your clothes away yesterday, might as well get that out of the way before you start the day. There's a possum! An opossum lurks within, is quiet but angry. Afraid! Offer him your boiled peanuts. I friend, I no hurt. Afraid! Offer him your boiled peanuts. You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled... How is it still dripping? It's been a whole day! Afraid, death comes for Dustin. Close the drawer, you might as well leave Dustin be. You open the top drawer next, it's empty, as good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. I miss Possum? Yeah, me too. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen whatever might be lurking in the garden. Oh my god. I missed something. Fuck, I missed that. Damn it. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Leave the window. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finish waking up. Poke around the closet. Oh my god, a little fucking doll. Bro, you went through last night. The last thing you needed this morning was waking up to find that doll in your closet. Pick up the doll. You pick up the doll to examine it more closely. Its foot reads property of Alexandra. There's no way you're taking this with you. Okay, get dressed. Time to start your day. Oh, frou-frou! Eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Her pupils dilate and her tail twitches. I see you are still here. How unfortunate. Gretchen sends her regards. Si Saboteur vi toujours? That creature has not yet returned to whatever vile pit of hell it crawled from. Yeah, me too, Strike. Mad! Truly ours is not a kind god. Excuse me, ma'am, may I pet you? I believe we have been over this. That filthy pair of hands will not befoul my fur. Hey. Did you know the police called me this morning? You've only been here one day and you already had a run-in with the cops? We were chased through the woods by monsters and you're worried about cops? Yeah, I'm worried about the cops. I'm busy and I don't like talking to them. What is up with you and Stella? We just have history, that's all. I don't need to explain myself to you. Did they say anything about Duke? Did they find the body? Body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. And they had quite a few questions about you, Chris. Before you asked them where, I told them that you're an upstanding citizen. Okay, they're lying now. They're trying to cover it up. They're trying to cover it up. You seem No, I mean, thanks for having my back, I guess. Sure, what else is family? Stop! I hate that fucking smile. That smile... I hate... Ugh, so gross. So, I'm sorry. Good. Stop! That smile. I gotta get to work. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset! Oh, God. What are you, my mother? Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak and then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. It seems you make a habit of bad first impressions, non? The cat chuckles mockingly. I'm gonna start your day. Make a PB&J. And that's that. The garden. Head to town. Tabitha isn't here to stop you now. You head outside, back to the mountain path that leads to town. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who know your name. You stare anxiously in the darkness between trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. Continue down the path. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feel less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Almost back to town. Continue down the path. Make it to town in one piece, no creatures jumped out at you, no scary men blocked your path. Sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you witnessed as if they happened to someone else. Oh hey, Chris! We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and well, you're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. Tell Avery the whole truth. You tell Avery everything that happened last night. I have no idea what those things were, but they killed Duke and... Whoa, slow down. Duke is dead? It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Beau? Yes, he's taken as well as you can imagine. I'll be going up to check on him today, the poor lad. I can't believe you had to see that, Chris. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner when he can fix you some of the Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves? It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, up to you. See you around, Chris. See you, Sybil. Aw, Avery's really nice. Oh, Avery, the truth about last night. Okay. I better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Why, oh god, these are both really good questions. Why doesn't anyone in the town seem to know or care that a man died, or that the woods are full of monsters? Let's go with the man died. This town has had a hard run of things, Chris. People here lead difficult lives, their pasts are full of death, no one in Scarlet Hollow is a stranger to it. Nika and Miles lost their father not but a few years ago. We've all just had to learn how to live with it in our own ways. As for your encounter with the police, people tell a lot of stories up in the hills, especially city folk who wouldn't know a bear from a Bigfoot, no offense of course. I'm afraid that means most folks are going to take your claim very seriously, at least not until they see what you saw with their own eyes. Be gentle with them. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe and God bless. With that, you are alone in Main Street. What to do with the rest of your morning? Let's save. Didn't Stella say that she was gonna go to the library right after the next day? If we're not able to go to the library after the diner, I'm gonna load back this save and then go straight to the library. You head towards the diner. The diner's a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Warn the patrons of the danger. Everyone, listen to me. There are monsters in the hills. If you value your lives, you'll leave this place as soon as you can. Someone had fun up in the woods with Stella last night. Huh. Nobody seems to be taking you seriously. Alright, talk to Avery. Coffee date. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Or you can exchange words. Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this, and don't worry about paying for it. The funeral has you worried plenty already, I bet. And the answer to 29 down is oink. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. There it is. Just a little bit lower. It was a little bit too loud. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. No. Sudoku is really fucking complicated. I think you have to watch like a YouTube tutorial on how to do that shit. It's like with like Mahjong and the Yakuza games, I just fucking skip past them. When he leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you really want to get into the grisly details, you can tell me, I won't judge. I would flirt, but they don't really seem my type, just to be honest. Try your tea. The man in the far back corner clears his throat as you bring the cup to your mouth. Don't mind Julius, I don't think he drinks anything other than coffee. You hesitantly take a sip of your tea. It tastes like you're drinking mold that someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. Slightly put the tea down and never... what the hell is this tea? Oh right, I probably should have warned you about that. It's chaga, this fungus you can harvest from birch trees. It supposedly has a ton of health benefits, but and it sure tastes like it. It's a challenge, you know? Okay, what if you don't believe me about last night? I'm not here to judge, I'm here to listen. Okay, I might as well tell you. You share everything. Glad to have someone to talk to you about the horrors you've witnessed. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. Monsters in the woods. I've never heard of anything like that around here. I mean, I know I haven't been around that long, but I feel like that's the kind of thing people would talk about. Oh, exciting. Now that I think about it, when the cops came for their morning coffee, they mentioned something about going out to the woods to look for someone. Why are they looking like that? A little bit weird. Must have been Duke. They seemed so disconnected from it. I figured it couldn't be very serious, but wow. Bastard was probably out drinking with the shotgun again. Julius, didn't anybody ever teach you not to speak ill of the dead? They seem weirdly suspicious of me, even after showing them Stella's footage. I don't think you have to worry about what they think of you. The cops come in here most days, so I feel like I know them pretty well by now. And let me tell you, they have no follow-through. Oh, no. So Duke's body is just going to be staying there. Not like much happens up here. Just a bar fight every now and then, or somebody cooking meth in the woods. But if they can't fix it right away by just arresting somebody, they lose interest pretty fast. They have coffee to drink and gossip to spread. And I'll vouch for you, but if you... I'll vouch for you if they try anything. I hadn't pegged you as a transplant. Where are you from? I moved here from Charlotte something like 3 years ago now, maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and find a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a sure history I'll never be a part of. I haven't felt like an outsider at all. Everyone here has been so welcoming. The man in the back booth scoffs audibly. Present company included. Aw, you think I'm doing a good job as part of Scarlet Hollow's welcoming committee? Thanks. Probably the only part of the committee that's doing it out of genuine hospitality, not just because of who Chris is related to. Don't you try to start anything, Julius. Don't think I won't have you kicked out. You know who Winnie reminds me of? Winnie reminds me of Lavernia from Scrubs. He has like that kind of like motherly personality. I like it. It's okay, Winnie. He's just joking. You know how he is. Julius returns to his newspaper, grumbling inaudibly. Did you say all this was exciting? A man's dead, Avery. Exciting doesn't have to mean good, but nothing ever happens around here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's awful that you and Stella had to go through all that, definitely, and I feel for Duke's family. But it really gets the adrenaline pumping, I bet, being in a situation like that. My coffee's out. Oh no, and you only had 5 cups today. How are you gonna survive? Kidding, I'll just be a second, Julius. Well, Chris, looks like I better get back to it. Hope you're feeling a little better. Maybe the Chagas had a chance to start working its magic. Before I go, I'm throwing a party this weekend. Nothing fancy, just a little get-together. Oh, that's nice. Avery grabs a napkin, pulling out a pen and quickly scribbling something on the paper before handing it to you. That's my place. Come by anytime after 6 on Saturday. It's almost Halloween, and it didn't seem like anyone else was going to throw one, so I stepped up to the plate. Though if you didn't come prepared with the costume, don't worry. I'm sure I can convince the bouncer to let you in anyway. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly halfway before disappearing into the back. I've seen a few of them things up near my place, you know. Bullets do them just fine. The man hides behind his newspaper, clearly uninterested in saying another word. How do you not follow up on that? He just... what? You leave the diner ready to continue your day. General store. This is the first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits on the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Where's Kanika? Library, I wasn't supposed to work today, but she just had a duck. Something about helping her YouTuber friends research monsters sounds mad fake to me. You're done here. Oh, wait, that's not what I say. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. You've been talking to my mom too much. Hi, I'm Chris. I just got to town yesterday. I'm Miles. What you doing on your phone? Playing a Dragon Ball game? Straight up, just reference it. It's not like it's cool or anything, I'm just killing time. Alright, well. Boiled peanuts. No, it's pungent now. You know how to get to the mines? Maps free. You take a map of the town, the mines are a couple miles away, but now you have the power to visit your cousin of your own free will. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you? You can just have some chips if you want, it's not a big deal. Won't Kanika get mad? Well, she wouldn't have left me in charge while she's off doing whatever. Kanika cares about me offering someone free chips and she can hire someone else and let me live my life. We have most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. I'm good. Thanks. See you, Miles. Visit the general store without stealing anything. Okay, head to the library. There they are! You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. I should have read that a little bit better. Oh, hey! I can always just leave. Settle in at Stella's table. Oh, they look all pretty. Oh my god, Kanika with their hair down. Damn, she looks really pretty. Look, and there's Gretchen. She's cute, kitty little baby. Oh my god, Ghost Track, San Antonio, Texas? Is that a real thing here? Hold on. Ghost Tracks. Oh, it is! It's a tourist attraction here. Holy shit. Why is that a tourist attraction? Hold on, wait. Some kids died on the tracks when there was a school bus was struck by a train. The story goes on to say that this day... The kids who died on those tracks pushed cars off the tracks. If there's... Oh, I think I've heard of this one before. Like, if your car or truck, like, stops on the railroad tracks, the ghosts of the kids push it. I think Mythbusters did a episode on that, I think, where they busted it by saying that it was actually, it's on like a slope or something. So the cars just like go down by themselves. That's really cool. Fancy seeing you here. We're trying to research the creatures we ran into last night if you want to join. Welcome back to our little team, Chris. Oh, it's Gretchen. Do you send my regards to the foul feline? Don't worry, Gretchen, I told Frou all about our little adventure last night. Kanika looks so concerned. Wonderful, I hope she stews on that for a long, long time. Did you just try to talk to Gretchen about Tabitha's cat? Not the first time. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he can actually talk to animals. One paranormal mystery at a time, please. Morning, Chris, you look tired. My goodness, whatever happened to common decency? You can't go around telling someone they look unwell. You look marvelous, Chris. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Some creepy old guy with a real estate scheme and a bad costume is at least a little more believable than monsters and curses. Wouldn't that be a relief? And if Chris' antics are up anything to go by, we've already got our talking dog. I do wish you can understand me, Stella. Oh my god, it is just fucking Scooby-Doo. Gretchen is fucking, Gretchen is Scooby. Stella... I mean, Stella kind of strikes me as a Velma, but given that Gretchen is her dog, is more like a Shaggy, and maybe Kanika would be Velma? I'm not too sure. I'm just going by the glasses. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. Literal stranger. Offer the boiled peanuts again! Okay, I'm just gonna keep on doing the boiled peanuts bit. You extend your bag of peanuts to the librarian, a gesture of friendship and good faith. I don't know what to say. Is this a gift? I'm allergic to peanuts. No, not seriously allergic, but they gave me a rash. Hey, Oscar, this is Chris. You know Tabby's cousin? Oh, I should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a kid when she left. That Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Not that that's a bad thing. Were we all just fucking pale? I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. You all are too kind, but speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter bad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up on old Maxwell Place doing teen stuff. I wonder if there are plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's old Maxwell Place? It's this great old abandoned spot. It's practically a magnet for young people. Even honor students aren't free from its call. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I don't like the thoughts of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. Ditchlings? That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of them? Apparently seeing one's supposed to mean a disaster's around the corner. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, I'd get an Absol from Pokemon. I think those Pokemon are really good at sensing disasters. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Well, ain't you the sweetest thing on two legs? Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. Oh, she doesn't have any teeth because she's so old. So she can't really defend herself all that much. Oh, that sucks. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on in those woods. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Oh, what is your phone case? Is that like the Declaration of Independence or something? Huh. That's pretty cool. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Chris, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know that her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him, just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is going to be so much faster than with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our books, let's just get this research party started. Reading awaits. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Oh my god, she has a fucking... She has a fucking Madoka Magica. She has a Madoka Magica sticker. Oh god. Okay, I think my attraction is definitely splintered off between the both of them. I definitely think it's splintered off between the both of them, between Sel and Kanika. Also a bat. I don't know if the bat is a reference to a little thing of anime. Maybe it is. I just don't know. Kill it! Yes, indeed it's gonna. Although I don't think Trill would like it. That fucking thing. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by a short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Were the Confederates the bad guys, right? My Civil War history is like really shit. Were Confederates on the side of slavery? Uh, uh, yeah, they were. Damn. Why do we have fucking ancestors with the Confederates? It sucks. Ugh. Okay. Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate that was until 1895 the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Oh, well, it's not that good now. Completely like almost a ghost town. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Oh, right. Back then, they didn't really have laws in place for kids not being able to work jobs like that. So literally, like kids were able to work really intensive jobs like that. So it doesn't really surprise me that something like this happened. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son Theodore, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull that mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Okay. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. The Wampus Cat. Talipo. Uh, Talipo. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what was going on, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail, shot off by the hunter's rifle. No, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Guess we'll just have to do, he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. How did the tail fill them up? It's just a tail. The hunter crawled to bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails grappling across the wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he had been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. I want my Talipo, a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. Go away! He screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in the darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movements. I want my Talipo, the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you, the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. I want my taily po! Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness. Long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney, standing alone in the woods. Huh, okay. A wampus cat. Oh, it's a cute cat! Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the wampus cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. He hunted it down by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of the region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites as she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness, and serve as a warning to anyone who dares goes against tradition. Okay? The Tommyknockers. Okay. Originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers from the supports of mines and collapse them on whoever is fortunate enough to still be inside. They're traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. I mean, there was that collapse in the mine. Maybe that one's somewhat true. Close the book and put it back. Flip through Silas Scarlet, Soldier Woodsman's leader. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of the 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. The land would become Scarlet Hollow, but it started as a simple log cabin, built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife, Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Damn. This guy fucks. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and brought the surrounding hillside at great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. Okay, let's check in. Think I'm all done, let's check in. Alright, if we're going with Kanika's mom told us last night, then think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? You find anything? Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps on the table. Almost on instinct, Stella slams her book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel! You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Gretchen's face. Pixel, my dear friend, it's been too long. How have you been? Hungry? Does Stella bring the good stuff? God, don't worry, little guy. Don't forget your treats. Oh, yeah, snack time. Crumps, crumps. Looks so cute. Our Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Hey Pixel, what do you think about the monster we saw in the woods? I'm an indoor cat. I don't know nothing about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house got haunted. Pixel says your house is haunted. What's up with that? Haunted. Wait, Pixel said? So it is true then. Yes, at least I think it is. There isn't any other explanation. Oh, now they're gonna definitely believe that I can speak to animals. Chris is either psychic or he can talk to animals. It's a long story. No comment. Come on, Kanika. I'm gonna make a believer out of you eventually. We've been living in the library for a little bit. It's been great. Way more snacks, way more scritches. Except sometimes there's too much scritches. But what kind of haunting are we talking about here? Unexplained noises, objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places? Oh, Oscar, don't get her hopes up like that. Oh, nothing like that. Sorry. The floor in Rosalina's bedroom just keeps seeping blood, and I've seen a strange figure in the hallways a couple of times. Wait, you seen a full body apparition? Can I see it? Well, how many times have you gone on ghost hunts and been tricked by shadows? You know what it's gonna be. What if it's actual ghost? I love Stella. Let's go bust it. It's worth looking into. Y'all are more than welcome to check it out, maybe tomorrow night? Yes, we'll be there. Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky floorboards. Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? Why don't you mind your own business? Have you seen this little guy's face? How can I say no to that? Leave Pixel be. Cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Oh, he loafed! Look at him! He loafed! Oh, he looks so cute! He looks so cute. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I know a teen would be a handful, but I think it'd happen overnight. Probably head out once you're all done and check in on our usual haunts. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? We were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. Could be radioactive monsters. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, its conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, this buried it and sealed it up. Sorry, did they... You say they buried it. Y'all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal. So the nuke made the ditchlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? We shouldn't be looking too hard at a disaster angle anyway. Whatever those creatures are, they're biological. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. Isn't there a fucking Planet of the Apes movie that's like that? There's like a cult of apes that just worship a missile or something? Or a nuke? I've missed this. You think there's a cult here? You guys think that there's like a cult here? Those cops are awfully suspicious, almost like they're trying to cover something up. Really weird combination of being dismissive and trying to pin things on me. I don't know, it just feels like a cover-up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm not sure they really have it in them to be a part of a cult. Definitely, I don't think they're capable of putting in the effort. You think Wayne factors in? Talk about veins of Scarlet. What about the coal mines here? Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Wayne seems sick. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? Maybe, what if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. Wayne seems sick. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Chris by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines. Maybe infected Wayne, and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Oh yeah, that could work. We should check out the mines. Go back to the woods. Why don't we help look for Rosalina? Tell me about Silas. Sounds like a great dude. Rich guy in the south, I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. You should have figured old money from the south wouldn't be great, but he did, sure did some things to get where he was, huh? That book is a perfect example why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on a subject. Yep, dude was a monster. The mines led a lot of money during the Civil War, too. You can probably guess which side a North Carolina business owner would be working for. Sorry you're related to him. Yeah. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? Seems tenuous, assuming Kanika's mom is right. They're here as an omen, not because they're going to do something themselves. I think we know how I feel on the matter. Talk about Appalachian folk monsters. You think ditchlings are Tommyknockers? What's with the whole warning thing? Good thought, but Tommyknockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. I'm gonna write it down, though. Tommyknockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Are they, or are they the sounds of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? Simply no way to know. My mom used to tell me that Telipo story. I totally forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Telipo. The one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. Doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Telipo. I've camped out there a couple times to see some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. I'm gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Wampus cats sound like they could be mountain lions. Voice like a woman crying out somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely, there are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. Oh, Stella, one of these days will trust us. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct on the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank, then folks saw bears standing around on their hind legs and freaked out, and now here we are. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of Bigfoot. If you manage that, I'll print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it, I promise. I'm holding you to it. Alright, let's move on. What do y'all think? There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. Promise, Sneaks, we're just gonna go question some of the miners. If that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I am not going underground. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Okay, good. Hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. Ha! No, I don't think she'd be super jazzed to see any of us snooping around the mines. I can't imagine what she'd do if we actually bothered her while she's trying to run the place. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. She does get a little grumpy when she's at work. She gets grumpier at work. I'm pretty sure pissed is that girl's baseline level of existence. Chatting over dinner might be a better way to get to know her. You're okay eating boxed mac and cheese. Oh, I love mac and cheese. We can sneak around the mines, no problem. She won't even know we're there. Look at us, going down that caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. Didn't realize it was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Chris. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Oh yeah, let's do it. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Reading adventure. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an insulated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from unyielding wilderness. That was a nice little section at the library. I loved meeting the little kitty and further proving that I can talk to animals. Reese, it's Stella! I brought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud, he's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? Whoa. The woman in the door stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We're wondering if it would be if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten a chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Chris would get along super well, too. Offer for the boiled peanuts. No. I want to, but, like, the peanuts are probably gross by now. I think I just pissed her off. Hi, I'm Chris. Vivian's kid? I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you speaks, as she speaks make you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Ooh, that back shot. Damn. Reese's mom turns back to the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese and he misses both of you, too. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. I suppose you can come too, Chris. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe doubled eggs. Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little too much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. You might cheer him up. You know, they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Why, never. The absolute gall. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. God, that woman makes me so nervous. She used to be so nice when we were kids. Always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. The mystery machine. Well, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Chris. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Klinika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Alright, Stella, what is actually up with you and cars? The mines have got to be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Chris. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than two people. Oh! Oh. Ooh. God, you're testing me. You're testing me so much. I wanna ride with Kanika and probably flirt with her a little bit more, but I also want to walk with Stella. Fuck, this is rough. Hmm. Oh, this is really hard, actually. Kanika? Dude, Kanika's like, I think she's like maybe a witch or something, judging by how she like dresses and shit. And I think that's hot, but also Stella with the dog. Oh, God, I don't know what, okay. Oh, I'm so torn. I don't want to make the wrong choice. Like, what if I I don't walk with Stella, and, and maybe they get attacked or something. I don't know. Hmm. Shit. I think... I mean, Stella was our first romance interest. So let's just walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. I can just load it back up if I want to see the other stuff. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but feel that the danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with us, with Gretchen and me, I mean. Hope I haven't seemed too cold about everything that happened last night. The truth is that I'm barely keeping myself together. I just don't know how to let it out. Duke died out there last night, and I can't stop thinking that it might have been my fault. If only I didn't drag you along into the woods, if only I listened to you when you wanted to leave. If only I did anything when everything went sideways. I'm sorry. She didn't do anything wrong, I just wish you could understand that. She's such a good girl. Ella pauses, searching for what to say. It's like there's this guilt boiling under my skin. But the only way I can process what happened is by turning off the part of me that feels things. When I'm around other people, it's like I think of Duke dying, and it's just a thing that happened. Like it's just another part of another video. Because if I actually admit to other people that I feel something, then I'd have to admit myself that what happened is my fault. Oh god. Of course it's not your fault. It's Gretchen's fault? It's my fault. I should have pushed harder for us to leave after we ran into Duke. I don't think I was ever going to listen to you. I was too wrapped up in the hunt. But thanks, I appreciate the effort to make me feel better. We can probably steal the blame on this from each other all day. Maybe it's best to just agree with what happened, then it wasn't anybody's fault. I really appreciate the talk. I can't imagine going through this alone. Conversation comes to a dramatic halt with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound. Bird, let me at it. I can get it. Back off, dog. This is my stick. Whoa, calm down, girl. It's just a bird. Same probably goes for the two of us. I guess we're on a little edge. Let's hurry up to the mine. Shouldn't be much farther. Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey. Y'all have a good walk? Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. We're all here. What's the plan? Guess we just go and talk to people. I guess so. Should probably be on the lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or too many. Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us snooping around down there. If Stella's on lookout duty, only one of us is going in. What's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Well, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a very good mic. We can just do a group call. I think you'll need my number if you want to do this through a group call. Yes, that would be important, wouldn't it? I could have sworn we swapped numbers at some point. Weird.
Hydrate, you whore.
Okay, I'll hydrate. Jeez. Thank you. We should really have done this sooner. Quietly swap contact info with Stella and Kanika. I take it I'm the one going in? Tabitha and aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? Probably for the best, Chris. Explorer hot teas. I didn't peg you a shy, not after our introduction last night. Last night? Oh, you mean when I called you cute? Well, you are. It's just an observation I made in the comfort and safety of my own home. Just because I sometimes speak my mind doesn't mean I should be the one going in there. Oh, wait, did that make Stella a little uncomfortable? Oh, fuck. You're good, Kanika. I got this. I've got this. You'll do great. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. You can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. I thought that was my phone for like a second. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. 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 Telling Kanika to check on the other side of the line. Alright, cool. Nothing to do but enter the worksite. Enter. Pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow Mine. I'm in. Approach to the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. Got a reason to be bothering us? You know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. He accosted me last night. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, well, I guess he's still around. But accosting people at night, that doesn't sound like him at all. Press them. What do you think happened to him? What, are you some sort of cop? Yeah, I'm a cop and I'm looking into whatever happened to Wayne. I don't know if lying seems like the best choice of action at this time. But I'll save just in case I fuck something up. I get the feeling they don't really like Tabitha all that much. I mean, I could do that. I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm here for the funeral. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? See anything weird lately? Nope, nothing at all. You make sure to tell your cousin that, okay? Maybe letting them know you're related to Tabitha wasn't a good idea. I'm gonna load just to be... Just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our ship's about to start anyways. Sorry. Let's try lying. Yeah, I don't like the smell of this one bit. I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Okay. Okay, that was the same thing. Let me try just remaining silent. I mean, okay, we already know that they know that I'm Tabitha's cousin. Now, let's just tell what happened. Maybe it was just me, but they seem to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Don't worry about the miners storming off like that. This person's some pretty good info. Approach another group of miners. You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as an unfortunately familiar voice calls out to you. Shouldn't have come here. It's dangerous. Ghost! Your buddies seem to think you're dead. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Yeah, where were you while I was in the woods? Watching. I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. Or you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Chris, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Wayne just got the jump on me. Well, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? He said some real ominous shit to me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety, that sort of thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah, I care about your safety. That just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wayne trying to make me leave just means we're on the right track. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Chris, we got your back. Approach another group of miners. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Oh. Wayne, do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. It's real creepy, man. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Kanika and Sybil. Good people, but I don't expect they know every mining fella in town by sight if you catch my drift. Smithy, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town and wandering around, phoning some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. Following, though, yeah, that does sound like a little unlike him. Thought his lady friend had him under lock and key, just smells fishy to me. Ooh, he has a lady friend. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He's not. He can't be. Not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have been them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? Miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next in the chopping block. Oh, is it Tabitha? Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We already said too much. Come on, boys. Should we check in? Just a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. Might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much warning if Tabitha comes out. Let's save. Oh, someone outside doing something. I want to try and talk to the last group of miners. Good luck. Nosy Nancy. Going around asking questions, huh? You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What do you think? Hey, what can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh ho, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you see him around? What's that young buck up to? I heard from some others folks in the camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. And disappeared not too long after. Ha, you mean the boss? As far as I know, that never ended. I fucking knew it. Oh, I knew it. Zilla audibly gasps. Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my god, gross! As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? What are you talking about, Tabitha? Yep. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's a bit weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. Have you noticed, anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happening in these hills. What sorts of weird do you mean? People getting sick. People getting sick? I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Noises from the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be, but I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. I saw what made that noise. Pale, hairless, and horribly misshapen with little twisted up faces. I ain't never heard of anything like that up there. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a kid. Someone else knows about them. I guess it's just not just my mom. Weird animal sightings? I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you, not always pretty. It was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals. I knew it. I knew there's something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There's things out in them woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country, even if we've carved it into pieces. I know for one, ain't going near them trees until some scientists will come out and sort whatever's going on out there. Maybe I should just cash in on some sick days and go see my cousin at the Asheville just to be on the safe side. Knocking on the mines? You asking us if we heard of Tommyknockers? Because of course we have. We're old-timers. All those who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommyknockers. What a nuisance, always stealing my hammers. It's true, had a pickaxe stolen too. When you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. So I figured out what to do for my next video. Better not be thinking about going to those mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm going to wind up going down with you, aren't I? That's all on that front. Sure. What do you think of Tabitha? Two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long until you're one of them boys. All I have to say is a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are going to have jobs in a few years. Oh, no. Hey, you're a damn fool. You're going to be next if you keep that up, that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. Chris, I think we got a problem. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Chris. And that's our cue. Pardon us. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in the estate and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? What is that ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? You trying to record me? Ow! God, that... Fuck, that would hurt, actually. Fuck. Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground. Typical phone-addicted sweetie twiller. Ugh. God, and I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look, I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the state as soon as my meeting wraps up. Can you please do that for me? So you lied about Wayne last night. Not only did you know him, but according to some of these people, you were seeing him. What? That's ridiculous. These people come with all sorts of rumors when they're bored. I wouldn't believe a word they say. As if I even have the time to date, to think I'd be dating one of my employees, of all people. I am incredibly strict about my boundaries. Who said that? I won't names. Lies beget more lies. Last night you said you didn't know him, now you're calling an employee. Which is it? You know how many people in mine like this employees? Well over 100. Do you honestly expect me to remember everyone that works for me at the drop of a hat in the middle of the night? I'm sure you think you've caught me in some sort of earth-shattering contradiction, but I promise you that you didn't. I need to get to my meeting. Just stay here until I come get you. Do not move a muscle. Tabitha rushes off to her meeting. You stoop to the ground and pick up Kanika's earbuds. Sorry I wasn't able to give you a better warning, you good. This is meet at the van. Oh, that's, that's Oscar's daughter. Brent, interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over a crest of a hill. I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try to catch up with you. Oh no. Oh no, no. Rush over to the hill and get your bearings. The sounds of active mining fades into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. You didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place isn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? The place was shut down like over 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. I never did anything like this. Yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I poked my head in there a few times. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Well, you sure want to tag along, Neeks? Kristen and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not allowed to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines before you follow. You briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Yeah, call her. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. Figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Oh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around for you. I swear to God. I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. Take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. Oh, I don't like this. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Hey, you made it! I told you he would. I just wanted to make a quick call and give Tabitha the 411. You didn't. I was hoping we'd be able to get Rosalina out here without anyone calling the cops on her. Or us. Tabitha had better not try to have us arrested for trespassing. I wouldn't worry about her calling the cops. I snuck into the mines dozens of times and she's never called the cops on me. That's because you two have a weird thing. I'm pretty sure Tabitha actively hates me. And believe me, the feeling is extremely mutual. But what matters is that the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Sigh. Press on. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Old dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else is this chest feel tight? I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. This seems much more suited for a cat if I do say so myself. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad, you know, because of the child miners, or should I say the minor miners. Kanika visibly shudders. What can I say? The kids yearn for the mines. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Oh no. Stella's gonna die to like a ghost or something. Can't believe you'd come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, be this mine. Hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as the sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. This brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we was sleeping here. Shut that light off, you nosy bastards. I'm so sorry for my companions. Stella means well, I assure you. They sounded like old mobsters. Those guys got me real good last time we was here alone. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Chris, but let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from the safety of my Stella's arms in a horrible place like this. Oh my god, there are bats down here. I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in mine collapse. You holding up okay, Nix? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was death. Of that I am certain. Oh, Gretchen, why do you say it like that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. Three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. Came from this way, follow me. These kids are in so much trouble. Follow Stella. Oh my god, it's fucking Kanika's younger brother. I think. Or sister. Could be either. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you doing all in here? What the hell are you doing in here? You creeps? You stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? I'm 15, you loser. Who even are you? That's Chris, Tabby's cousin. Rosaline, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? 'Cause no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find a even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. Can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. We're not kids. Yeah you are. Shut up. You fucking stupid-ass kids. Young pups these days. Absolutely no respect for their elders. Young punks. Get off my lawn. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt in the cavern wall. Oh, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's here, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. Yeah, it's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Would always have to be the responsible one. You know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have the chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see you stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if you were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Miles, don't try to twist this around on your sister. You're down here drinking with kids as young as 13. That's messed up. Whatever. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. We're perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need a bunch of sad 20-somethings telling us where we can be or what we can do. Sad 20-somethings? Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? I mean, you literally did tell me yesterday, or earlier, that you were really sad. So, I mean, they're only, I guess, half right? Why still, I can't possibly be sad with me around. Oh, absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyway, my dad is actually a foreman at the continuous mining facility. And he says they only abandoned this area because there wasn't enough coal left. Not because it was dangerous or anything. There's literally a collapsed mine shaft right in front of you. What are you idiots talking about? Oh my god. I hate kids so much, man. Oh, I hate kids. Let's just take Miles and Rosalina and let the other kids suffocate in the mines. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. What? Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby! Kanika sighs. Probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what aborted a mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on, this place is way Don't. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. If I had a gun, I'd just shoot you in the head. I'd just leave you to die here. Teen with the beanie jumps up and slams the strut on the building. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump on up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken, the other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Enough! Damage is already done, now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. Can't believe I actually grew with Tabitha about anything. But this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time, and I still do dangerous things now. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in the situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It's entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind's not a clear enough message for you? Oh yeah, Tabitha, tear her to shreds! Tabitha shoots Becky. Becca, a furious glare. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the last couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. Oh, no, this is about your house being haunted, isn't it? No? What fresh hell is this? Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? Actually, Pixel told me. A cat? It's a long story. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Yeah, shut up, Zane. Stupid piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, 1,000 times shut up. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. Ugh, you're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in the exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Tabitha, you're not actually telling him working in the mines where children actually died due to a mine collapse is actually better right now. Are you? Exactly, Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. From what? Even if ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Yeah, that's real scary. It totally justifies living in a dusty old library. Yeah, we should break in and like Ghostbusters or something. Oh my god, Zane, you can't Ghostbust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. But I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house to sell a Ghostbust your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Or are we talking about like this, like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung, or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in the abandoned mines. Kanika's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Toby knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella? Tabitha and Kanika at the same time? Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks! It will not. Wait a second, where'd the 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off and I was like, we've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Ooh, hips. Probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. Only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults. We could have already been done with this little mess. But no, there have to be remnants of a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor wasn't good? Was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their family sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, Chris. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot. So my time here is up. Only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. He's still playing his fucking Dragon Ball mobile game. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. She's like a puppy. Tabitha sighs. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. Tabitha, don't push Stella away like that. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. Oh, not you too. I said she could tag along. Deny, what's the big deal? It's alright, Chris. Tabby's just a bit of a curmudgeon. Huh. Alright, what's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. I don't want to be stuck in an abandoned mine playing cat and mouse all night. Look, I just want to put in my due diligence in case their parents try to sue me for their own negligence. If we catch up to them and they decide they want to continue to be a nuisance, then fine, they can rot down here for all I care. Inspiring. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Their teenage bravado will probably start to shrivel away in not too long, and we'll be there to help them safely and calmly find the nearest exit when that happens. Don't worry about it. It'll be fun and safe. I'm sure that's exactly what you told him last night, and we all know how that ended. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me, I'm a formidable and self-sufficient monster hunting companion. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Well, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Oh, fuck my my throat hurts already for talking so much. Anika, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. As three of you move deep into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Well, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey, I don't know. Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Come on, she doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet. But I'm in talks with Meat Rice. TM. Is that a real thing? Meat Rice. Oh, in a Q&A it was explained it's literally just dried meat shaped into rice. Huh, okay. And I make plenty from ads and donations. I wish they were gossiping about me. Dang, still a Meat Rice TM? That's a big deal. They're like on every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step forward for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she said tonight. Yeah, she's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. You seen how she's treated everyone tonight, except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have tried so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? Her face. I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know, you kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care about what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Man, I wish they're gossiping about me. Gosh, I'm not so sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalie, it's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it's just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I'm familiar with all the old maps of this place. There should be the central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. What did they see? Tommy knockers. It's not Tommy knockers. They're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got out of our sight, their bravado would vanish into a puff of smoke. Probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mines, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when this is all said and done. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Look on the bright side, Chris. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Tabitha glares at Stella. Let's keep moving. Oh boy. As you progress deeper in the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens or panicked arguing, bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. Never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up on the ladder and disappears over its edge. Alright, let's do this. Follow them down into the pit. Pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure. I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yep, they're... Oh, what's that sound? Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. Voices around you, those of the teen and your companions sound odd, distant. Step forward. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Are you alright, Chris? Bear witness. Okay, Gideon. Bear witness! What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Oh. Chris, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? Oh no, Stella, don't go by yourself. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit intent on your rescue. Oh. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Beck, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talking me into inviting you in the first place. Beck, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going, so she wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. Oh no. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you, and can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Gosh, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? There's gotta be fumes or something down here. It's an old mine. These places are death traps. You probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that's a sign of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them there. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. You have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best we can do is help those... the best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Fuck. I gotta go after them. Okay, let's do this. Chris, don't do this to me. Don't you do this to them. You trying to get us killed? Thank you, they're back this way, hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. Follow her. Run after her. The mine shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter onto the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Chris, if we get stuck down here... You'll what, kill me? Then you'll be stuck down here and alone. Are you trying to push my buttons? We're coming, just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Grab them and start running. You reach forward and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of falling rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing. Now! Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. Climb out of the pit. Follow suit and start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you expect for someone who spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? Sorry, okay? God! Continue towards the entrance. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we gotta go faster. We're almost there, I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Then knocking fades as you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? I believe she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go back down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit, why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm gonna make some calls. Cough. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika popped their heads to the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there, are you? Oh my god! Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. That means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know that we went in there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter! If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. And she runs off. Yeah. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they find us up here. I should check in with Tabby to see if she needs help. We're gonna get you out. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalie, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here, and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Chris and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Don't worry, pup. I know you're sick, but I'm here to keep you warm. Am I gonna die? Rosalie, don't say things like that. I don't know. Maybe? Of course you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here any minute. You're gonna be okay, I promise. Thanks, Chris. Rosalie, the breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. Oh, God. Thankfully, it was only her leg getting messed up. And it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's crushed. Maybe she'll lose the foot, but it's better than losing her life. It's not your fault. I went down there just because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing things you didn't want to do. What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? It's probably right, though. If I were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me around down here. And you wouldn't have had to go after us, and then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Don't go to sleep just yet, pup. Alexis grabs Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with Rockless. We'll get you out of there soon. You're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'd still be a bit for the ambulance. The nurse depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have an half hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. So I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she going to be okay? She's going to make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir. I promise you we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can. I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina to the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? That Becca girl's a terrible influence is what happened. You can't go blaming a teenager. It was the Tommyknockers that brought the mine down. Oh, Stella, I don't know if now's the time to do that. The what? We don't know what caused the collapse, but Miles is just as fault as Becca. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's the parents' job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is all my fault. Oscar, I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Oh, hydrate. Fuck, this was really tense, man. This was really, really tense. This is a... I love this part. It's just the right amount of tense. I like it. And it's gotten worse over time. My offer still stands to check it out for you once you're back from the hospital, that is. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Your vision. There's a stone carving of a on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about the mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Chris and Tabby, like, had simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. You think Rosalina's gonna be okay? The paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. Oh, ditchlings. That was too easy to be our ditchling problem. Yeah, I think you're right. We still got a lot of unanswered questions, too, even more than we had this morning. We had a lot of questions this morning. This is all still a little too much magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, Miss, in private? Okay, fine, just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. This ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. You need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What a coincidence, running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Chris. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could it be he's just on an extended hunting trip? It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get that camera working, so there's no way to confirm until we track him down. Now I understand both both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but as officers of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family, and why were you down there with them? I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at the mines here. Seems an awful lot like Deflection to me. Wouldn't you say so, Earl? It's a nice town. People don't go stalking strangers in these parts. Please, I'm in fear for my life. Can you at least take a description? Fine. Derrickson scribbles down your description of Wayne. You watched too many movies. Now can you tell us what happened on there? I don't have to talk to you. I know my rights. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course. Very noble of you. Pardon our questions, just trying to gather all the facts, you see. This being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's anything more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no, this is all just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, I guess the cops are done with you. What are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a small town cops, you know? Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of gods, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you 2 tomorrow, okay, Chris? Please stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. I'll text you when we're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you 2 used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. Poor Rosalina, poor Oscar. Should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like that when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for it. I hated it at the time, but the strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you, and about Pearl Ann, for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. I don't really think the parents are to blame. Beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Take the librarian. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. And look what that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. It isn't fair. Ooh, he is really, really cold. Oscar's house is haunted, Tabitha. I don't think it's fair to pass judgment. You don't know the whole story. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. I like her. Good for you, she doesn't like me. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I really rather we didn't get into it. I'm sorry about today. Am I talking too much, or... At least you called. Yeah. Yeah, we did call. That was a good thing that we did. We called her. Doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I've got to focus on the road, though. I don't have the energy to get into it, okay. Your eyes wandered back to the tree line you and Tabitha sink, as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. Going to bed, I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up to the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the shawl mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. Oh, God. Guess there's more to them than being here, more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down to cover over your eyes even as you stare down the ominous picture on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you'd almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. I just want one place to sleep. It's nice to see another living being, even one as friendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. No, what's happening? No. No. Okay. Whoa. Oh, shit. Is there something underneath the house? Jane Goodall. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Alright. That was episode 2 of Scarlet Hollow. That was a really good episode. The whole shit with the mines, getting the girls out. Oh, that was fucking... I was on the edge of my seat, honestly. I honestly thought if we chose to go back for the kids, maybe Rosalina or maybe Tabitha would have gotten hurt. But I didn't waste any time. It was the right thing to do, and I'd stand by it. Obviously, getting closer with Kanika and Stella. I think I'm really gonna end up trying to romance Stella. Because Stella's just so hot and awesome. Kanika's cool too. I'm not gonna say she's not as attractive or interesting. It looks like she's like an anime nerd, judging by her Madoka Magica sticker on her laptop, which is funny. I really love Gretchen. Gretchen's cool. Rosalina's dad, Oscar. God, I really hope Rosalina doesn't end up losing her foot because of that, and I really hope things end up going good for them after this. But I think we'll see what happens on Monday when I continue. This is a really good series. I'm really glad that I ended up starting this series. I love it so much. I love it so much. Such a good series. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. That was fun. See you in the next episode. Have a good one. Watch out for ditchlings.